Hello. It's been a while, or welcome back, first off. Welcome back. It's been a while since I've posted my last video, but also since that video has been filmed. And I wanted to do an update video before I do any other videos to kind of show you where we're at right now in this current moment. The first video that I had posted, or the last one, was filmed maybe like 2 weeks after we moved in, and that was actually like 4 months ago. And so I wanted to do an updated video on where we're at right now before I do anything else. Also, many things have changed. Well, not that many things. We've added a couple of things. The upstairs area is actually much different than it was when I first filmed the video. That's probably been our biggest like upgrade, is we've added a lot of stuff there. I got a mic. I don't know if that would help. To me, when I was filming the video, like in the moment when I was filming the video, I felt like I could hear every single thing that was going on outside. And like I said, I live by a really busy street. So I got a microphone to maybe help with the sound. This will be my first video with this. So I feel like we're gonna see if it actually does what it's supposed to do. But yeah, I'm just gonna go around and show you a couple of the upgrades that we've made in the house, a couple of the pickups that we've gotten so far, and hopefully, you know, we can then move forward with the rest of the content. And you guys know where I'm at right now with some of the home stuff. So we are currently in the kitchen. The entryway did not get any upgrades. That is exactly how it is. The kitchen, we got smaller things, nothing too crazy. So I just wanted to show you just a couple of like accessories or like smaller items that we picked up. So the first thing is we got these two like oven mitts. We got them from Firm Living. I had been eyeing them for a while. I couldn't choose between either one, and I felt like maybe it was just fun to get like mix match. So I got the green one, which is like this nice pretty striped. It's like green, white, and I think like a darker green stripe. And this one is a like red, also I guess you could say this is a little bit like of a brown, but it's also like striped, and I just thought they were cute together. So we got these. We got this fruit bowl from the MoMA Design Store. I went in, first off, I love the MoMA Design Store, and they did their, what is it called? They just did like a big renovation of their store in Soho, and I went to the opening for the like opening day or whatever it's called, and I'd always been eyeing this fruit bowl, and so when I went in there I was like, oh, maybe I'll get the fruit bowl this time. And so I ended up getting it. It's in this nice beautiful blue. If you don't already know, my favorite color is blue, and I'd like to incorporate it in any way possible in my space. So I got the blue one. They have, I think, like a green and a red one. And I really like this. And then the last thing that we got is the paper towel holder. I got it from, I think it was on West Elm. The brand is the Umbra brand, which I think they make kind of like general like home organizational stuff, but it's just like this dark wood handle with a like black kind of like metal base. I can show you, you lift the paper towel up and then you take it out, and then it's like a hook, you know what I'm saying? And then like a little ball, and the ball is also the same wood. I just thought it was sophisticated, and I thought that it went well with our general like dark wood theme kitchen, at least for like the accessories. That's what I was going for when it came to like kitchen accessories. I wanted dark wood, stainless steel, a pop of color, and I think some black. So I feel like overall that matched the vibe pretty well. As far as anything else, that's really it. there wasn't much going on in the kitchen. I haven't gotten like a rug or anything, but we've gotten little small things here and there. Also like small pickups for like actual kitchen utensils or stuff like that, but I'm not going to show that because that's not really important. It's not like decor or anything. But yeah, that's what we got for the kitchen. And next I'll show you the bathroom. We've done quite a few things in the bathroom, nothing crazy, but it's a lot, it's less fair. So, okay, so here's the bathroom. I feel like you already are getting a sneak peek at what we've done so far. The first thing that we did is we got a shower curtain, finally. This one is from West Elm. It is like a little stripe pattern. I don't know if it's picking up. It's like a linen stripe pattern, and it has this like ever so slight detail of I don't know if it's like an embroidery or what, but it's like almost like two different stripes. This was not the first shower curtain that we got. The one that I was talking about in the video was this like brown white stripes with like ruffles on it. It was really cute online, but once we brought it into the space and paired it with the bath mat, as you remember, it did not go at all. And so that was really annoying because we also waited like a month and a half for that to arrive, but I ended up getting a refund on it. I was able to send it back. And then also from West Elm, I ordered 2 other shower curtains, this one included. And I was kind of like, depending on which one I like more, I'm going to keep, and I'm going to send the other one back. This one ended up winning. I just really like the stripe detail, and I feel like I like that it's really light. It's like I feel like it gives a type of sophistication that also like doesn't bring down the room because it's already like not super dark in here, but there's not a lot of light. So I'm really happy with this. I think it goes really nicely with the bath mat again, and I feel like since they are both neutrals, we wanted to kind of again add some color into the space since they're both not very colorful pieces, because I'm a big color person. And the other thing that we ended up doing was hand towel. I don't know how it's coming up in the video, but it's this very light like baby blue hand towel. It looks very nice. I love the color. We finally got a towel hook for the back of the door, and so we were able to move the towels over here, and we just put the hand towel where the towel hooks were. I'm trying to find another place for this just because this feels really high up. And so like, I don't know, it just feels kind of weird to like have to dry your hands like so high up. I was thinking of maybe getting, I don't know if it would make sense to get a little like bar for right here, just because there's not really any space on the wall where the sink is across. But I feel like I need to bring down the hand towel a little bit. It's at least nice because it doesn't cover the like light switch and anything, so it's not as difficult to try and like turn on the lights and the fan and whatnot, but I still feel like it's really high. So that's kind of the next thing that I think I might do. Like I said, we got a hook, very simple, that it really wasn't that big of a deal. And then over here, I had this picture. It was like a postcard from when I went to Montreal for my birthday, maybe like in 2022, I think. And I had gotten this postcard from one of the like architecture museums that I had gone to. And I always thought that it was really cute to put a picture right here just because it was kind of an open space. And I had gotten this, or I found more so, this frame at a thrift store. And I was like, I feel like that's a good size for the picture. And so when I brought it home, it was actually a really great size. And I even DIY'd this mat because the picture is an interesting like measurement, and so is the frame. And I just wanted to do something like not crazy, something cheap and easy just to put this on the wall. And so I done my own DIY of this just like simple white matting. And I really like it. I think that it looks really cute here. It does add to the like brown of the little ceramic dish that I have. But outside of that, nothing else has really changed. And then the last thing, which I had just celebrated my birthday maybe like a week or two ago, and we had a like housewarming slash birthday party slash game night to celebrate. Not really important, but some of my friends got me this like towel set as a gift, and I was like, oh, this would be the perfect place to put it, because I had said that I wanted to get a like towel set to put right here. It's just like this black polka dot, I guess, and it's kind of like, I don't know what you'd say, like tufted, but I thought that was really cute. And this will also just be nice as like regular towels to use in like the day-to-day, but for now I thought this is a perfect place to put it. But yeah, that's really it that we've done in the bathroom so far. But outside of that, that's all that's kind of been going on in the bathroom. So I think I can show you something that we have in the dining area next. So now we're in the dining area and it is a bit bare. We put the chairs over there. We have like a nice little nook that we can put the chairs so that they're not in the way. Not that they take up any space, but I don't know, it just helps with like cleanliness. But as you can see, we did get a bench and I really, really like it. Let me try and see if I can show you a better view. Also, like, disregard my dying plants. But yes, it is this nice wooden bench. I was looking on Facebook Marketplace for some benches and I thought that I had found the right one, but I realized that my measurements that I was going off of were not right. Then I realized that a lot of the benches that I was looking at didn't work, and I found, I think, this bench, and I, took the measurements and I measured it against the table, and I was like, I actually think that that would work really well. And so I decided to get this. They have it in, I think, like 3 different colors. This one I think is a like weathered brown color. It is like a darker, I would say maybe a little bit more cooler of a brown, at least when placed in the space. But it's made out of real wood. It's really good quality. The brand, I think it was called Maven Lane. It was actually a really good price as well, but they only make it in this size, which I think is like a 48-inch. But I think it looks really nice with the table. You still can't get the full effect with like the chairs, but when the chairs are placed, it just kind of rounds out the table a lot more. And I feel like when I get the like actual chairs that I want, it's gonna look really nice with the bench. And it actually is like a really good size. During like the birthday party, we were able to sit 3 people on this side, which actually like helped a lot with seating. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy with this. I decided not to get a cushion on top, just because, again, like the chairs that we have and the chairs that I want to get already have cushions. We'll see when, they come if I still want a cushion, but it's also like, it's not a super uncomfortable like seat. And so I really haven't felt the need for it. But yeah, that's all that we have in the dining area. Honestly, not too much has gone on downstairs. So the last thing to show you is upstairs, which I'm really excited to show you. Okay, so we are upstairs in the loft slash living room, and kind of like the bathroom, I feel like you can already get a sneak peek of what we've done so far. I'll show you this side first. So we ended up getting the table and the cushions for this area. The table was quite a bit of a journey. I think I had shown you the table that I bought thinking it would fit in this space, and it didn't. If not, Then a recap is I had bought a table off of Facebook Marketplace. I thought it was like a folding table in the sense that like the legs fold down, but it was actually a folding table in the sense that it had like two leaves on the other side that folded up. It was a really good space, or like a good size, but I realized that once like everything else was put in the space, it would probably make it really tight. And so ultimately we decided that that just wasn't the right table for the space. It took a while to sell, but I was able to sell it maybe after like a month and a half of having it on Facebook Marketplace. And I found this table on Etsy, and it's actually a kids activity table. It's great for exactly this space and exactly for what we were going for. But it's just this like wooden table. I got it in, I think it was in like centimeters, but I think as far as inches, it might have been like 27 inches. And they have two other larger sizes. I think it's like a 30, maybe like a 33 inch. And then you can also get legs. They give you the other size as well. So the seller gave us both the 11-inch legs, which are these legs, and the 9-inch ones. I guess they just put the 11-inch ones on the table, but you can also like switch them out. But yeah, this is actually, it's a really great size. At first I thought it was a bit too small for the space, but again, I had to realize that once we get everything else in there, I think it's gonna be perfect. And then I had spent a very long time trying to find the right cushions for this area. And I also at some point was kind of like rushing against the clock, which is why I decided to go with this option. But I ended up going with like the cheaper option of what I wanted to go for. And I just got these like regular throw pillows off of like Amazon. And then I got these covers. I also got them off of Amazon. I like the covers. I think that they're cute. They also work for the time being, but I wanted like much thinner ones that look kind of like true like Japanese like tea table cushions, which are usually a bit thinner than this, but actually like upon sitting on it, they do a good job of giving you like a good enough cushion from like the hard floor. So they're really not that bad. It's just they kind of look like, you know, throw pillows. But either way, I think that it's really nice. And we had this set up when we were throwing the birthday party, and it actually worked very well. So it did what it needed to do. I'm very happy with it. I would like to get maybe different covers in the future, but for right now, I think that these are really cute and I think that they work. And all that we really have to do over here is get the like bookshelves, which again, I think I had mentioned. So that's what's going on over here. I will flip over to this side and show you what we've got thus far. It is a bit dark, so bear with me, but we got our couch and we got a rug. I also got some curtains to cover up the window over here and the AC. I really like these curtains. They are a bit long, so I will have to like crop them at some point, but I think that they work really nicely, and they also help to not make the space feel so cold because we have some air coming through in the window. But the biggest upgrade of the space is we got a couch and we got a rug. The couch, which I'm so glad that it worked out literally perfectly. We got this couch off of Pottery Barn Teens, actually. We knew that we had to get a like very specific low couch because of the loft area, and we were deciding between like maybe like 2 or 3 different couches. They were all like children's couches. So this is a like technically like a children's couch. Everything in here, you know, the kids activity table, kids couch, but it's actually surprisingly like very comfortable. I don't know if it's coming up on camera very well, but it is like a dark blue suede. We ended up thinking that this was like genuinely the best color to go for with this space. A lot of the teen furnitures, they don't give you a large selection on fabrics or colors in general, so there wasn't that much to choose from, but it was between this, a like really, I don't know, boring gray, and then some like light color, I don't know, like a white Sherpa or something like that. Just like stuff that is one like very trendy, feel like it's gonna get really dirty easily, or is just like really like boring. And like I said, I love blue. So I felt like the blue was the best thing to go for in this space. It is really dark, and we also don't have any light on this side. I still want to get some light, so that's why it's a bit dark, but it is like a really navy blue suede material. And I still think it's really cute. And then the rug, it took a long time to figure out what rug to get. We got maybe like 5 or 6 different samples, and none of them worked. I saw this rug. This was like not even what we were technically trying to go for. At first I wanted a really like vibrant red rug, and every red rug that we either had bought or had gotten samples of, the red was much more muted in person than it is online. And we were just like, this is not, like, I don't think this is gonna work. And so I was just trying, you know, I took a break. I came back to the search. I found this rug, and I was like, like this is different. And I put it up against like pictures of the sofa, and I was like, I actually kind of like this. It was also like a really good price. It was very cheap, and I decided to take a risk with the rug. We ended up buying it with also like maybe like 2 other samples, and then once we had rolled it out, we were like, okay, we like it, we think it works. I don't know if it's like my dream rug but I think that it works really well with the space, and I think once everything else comes together, it's gonna look really nice. And I like that it is lighter, because even though the red rug is technically, I guess, lighter than the sofa, I do see how it could have brought down the space in the sense of like making it feel darker and smaller. And I feel like with the lightness of this rug, it actually helps to make this area feel a little bit larger. I'm trying to show, I don't know if it's showing up at all, but it's like, again, the suede, it's like this dark blue, and then this, actually the rug has this like purple detail, which I did not even know that it was purple in the pictures. I thought it was like a brown, but it's like you move it one way and it's like a dark purple, and then you move it the other way and it's like a lighter purple. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I have not done anything else to this space. We're still trying to get a console table. But yeah, this is the space. I feel like it's really coming together, and I'm excited for the last couple of pieces we can get in the space to make it really feel like super cozy and super warm. So yeah, that's all that we've done so far in the space. I still want to get my chairs. I still want to get the console table and the bookshelves, but we're kind of nearing December, so we're getting close to the holidays. So I might take a break from buying any home stuff until the start of next year, just because I got a lot going on in this last like month or two of the year. But I feel like we're at a really good place, and the people at our party said that our apartment was really nice, which was really nice to hear. So yeah, I just wanted to give an updated video on what we've gotten in the space so far, show you guys where we're at right now, so that anything else I post related to the home, you kind of know where we're coming from, and you're just a bit more up to date on what the space looks like so far. Let me know what you guys think. And if there's like any other stuff that you might want to see from me. I have a lot of like favorites videos that I plan to film by the end of this year. Also some non-home related stuff, because like I said, I would like to do more art film, creative things. But yeah, that's our home so far. And I just want to share that. Thank you for watching. See you guys later. Bye.